Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today is my 1 year anniversary of being summarily excommunicated from the Microsoft MVP program. And I have to tell you, it's been one heck of an awesome year. Best year, best ever in some respects. Before we get into that, I have to tell you, I've been married twice. I don't remember either one of those anniversaries, right? Thank God my son's birthday is the same number repeated like 3 times, or I probably wouldn't remember that either. And my own birthday, sometimes I don't even realize it's my own birthday until I wake up in the morning. My Facebook is just absolutely exploded with like happy birthday, right? And I have absolutely no clue when my anniversary was for or is for when I became an MVP. I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal. My expulsion, well, that's an anniversary I will always remember because of just how transformative it was for me. But let's take a look at this past year. Okay, so here's LinkedIn. I mean it's not a huge number, but it's still crazy to me that I have like almost 20,000 followers on LinkedIn. But here's the crazy part of this. I've been on LinkedIn for like 2 decades, and I did an export on this and did the analysis. I've gained basically over a third of my subscribers in the last year. That's insane to me. And I've been on the platform for that long, and then just in 1 year, I go up like 65, 100 followers. That's insane, right? So unbelievable to me. In terms of book sales, now, so right here is so March 24th, that's my anniversary, right? And so March 25th, in the week in just the week prior, previous to like pack running this crazy sale, which like, just recently, which like these were the most books I'd ever sold in a week ever, right? 96 books in a week and 92 books in a week. And but by pretty much by far, right? And this last year I probably sold, this represents, probably over half of the books I've sold. And I've been writing books for quite a while on Power BI. And then just in terms of my YouTube channel, this channel, right? So I'm up like over 150% more views than the previous 365 days, 175% in terms of watch time, almost 50% more subscribers, so basically I've gained almost half my subscribers, right? Just in this, or half my subscribers just in this past year. And this channel's been on for about 3 years or so. And you can see right here, here's the video when I posted it the day after, right? Saturday, because it happened to be like late on a Friday, and I posted it on 24th. It was, I don't remember, it was like later on a Friday. It was almost, I think it was after the work day was done. So it was like 5 p.m. or something like that. I have to go back and check. But just that's a huge spike on my channel, right? I mean, just unbelievable growth in numbers over the past year. So honestly, it's been a huge boon. It's given me far more content to explore. It's given me a larger voice in the community. But most of all, it's just been incredibly liberating. It's given me back my voice, something that I had lost. I covered a lot of that in my blog article, Confessions of a Disgraced Former MVP, which you can find here, right? Um, so I won't rehash any of that here. What I will say is thank you. Thank you to all of the community for your support. I really appreciate it. I can't say how much, I appreciate you guys' support and you guys following me and listening to my content, and that really means a lot to me. And I also need to thank the administrators of the MVP program for giving me the boot, right? It was truly a blessing. Now, I know there's probably some of you out there that are thinking that I'm not being sincere. Like, oh, Greg, you're not really thankful. You're just doing this to rub their noses in it. Well, to be clear, I am absolutely rubbing their noses in it, right? In case there is anyone out there with the false impression that I am not, I want to be explicitly clear that I am in fact rubbing their noses in it. That's just who I am. I'm a broken human being like that. However, it does not mean that I am being insincere in my thanks. I am being 100% sincere. You see, the MVP program, intentional or not, is an incredibly devious and subversive program. It kind of just sucks you in. I did it as an experiment, but I got trapped, right? It became habitual that every March I would collect up my activities for the year and submit for renewal. It never occurred to me to question it. Like, what am I doing this for? This is crazy. It's been what? It's been 4, 5, 6, 7 years. When is it time to graduate? Right? Become an MVP alumni and move on to bigger and better things. What's the point if you never grow and move on? So if I hadn't been forced out, I'd still be in that stupid program and wouldn't be able to cover the kinds of content and create the kinds of content that I do now. I wouldn't be able to just be myself. There's no way I'd be making the kinds of content that I'm currently doing on Fabric and Microsoft if I was still an MVP. That's just ridiculous to think of. And that's to my shame, to be sure. But I think it's a real benefit to the community that there's at least some honest, unfettered voices out there. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, nameless, faceless illuminati of the MVP program administration. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and so I'm truly thankful. Um, that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.